Okay, here is a progress reporting for the last few weeks' work. Uh, okay, I'd love to start with a small intro about FYP1 project, which was focused on plant detection. Basically, I was planning to do a YOLO V8 detection model to detect two types of plants, which is poison oak and poison ivy. But after discussions with the panel and my supervisor, I found that this these two plants are basically grown up in the US, so they are not even feasible in our region, which leads to me not being able to do a real-time detection, and this is losing so much of the project value. So what I plan to do is, after going to a trip to Indonesia and seeing the rice fields in there, I was inspired and I googled the most growing countries for rice. And in the top lead of the board, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Myanmar, and uh, many of Malaysia's neighbors were leading the board. And number 18 was Egypt, which is my original home. And in the 26th place, Malaysia was in there. So I was like, okay, this is a good shift. It's a small shift for my initial plan, but it can be really sufficient and efficient. So my plan is to do a rice leaf disease detection for these two specific diseases. The first one is the bacterial leaf blight, and the second one is the brown spot. The first one is the bacterial leaf blight, which is basically a disease growing on the leaves of the rice, which can cause up to 50% of the yield reduction. And the second one is the brown, which basically can, if it got spots on the leaf, which can basically kill the whole leaf and lead to the plant dying. So the basic goals of this project is doing a real-time detection of the bacterial leaf blight and brown spot, and the second one is development of a robust for YOLO V8 module trained on the desired data set and get the output out of it and do some showing on a website also. Okay, the technical approach for this will be basically the same as FYB1. I've done the data set collection, segmentation, orientation, and everything done, and I summed up with 1,000 pictures for each disease, which was the best, which was the number on the published papers, which gave the best um, accuracy percent. So the approach basically will be using YOLO V8 as well. And after doing the annotation of the dataset for precise dataset localization and labeling the data and so on, we will be just doing that and we will be showing it on a website. And for the dataset, I have already summed up the dataset. One problem I faced during the poison uh, plants was the whole dataset was from two websites. So for this dataset, I got some datasets from the website to improve the accuracy, but as well I got some pictures from the phone immediately. Okay, to sum it up, the next steps are finishing the dataset labeling is already finished, and I'm now extracting it. Uh, Yeah, here it is. I'm extracting it to the format Coco to start training it more and more. And after that, doing the training many times to get the best accuracy with changing of the parameters, and then evaluation and comparison with the existing methods. And at the end, building the website to show the results on it. And that's it. Thanks so much.